My name is Adam Yerrick's Design Awards co-chair, and I have the honor and privilege of kicking off the 2020 AIA Cleveland Design Awards. As with most events in 2020, our awards ceremony looks quite different this year. Our Design Awards committee first met in March, just as the pandemic begun. We were forced to pivot quickly and think about this event through a different lens, ultimately landing on a virtual event. Our committee and chapter felt it was extremely important to hold this event to continue to build on the momentum of previous design years programs. Although we aren't gathered in person with 550 of our closest friends, we are just as excited for this program. Today's show is indeed a live broadcast, as we have a small group of participants gathered together in a safe and socially distant fashion. Our production headquarters for today is the offices of VOCON. So although things may look a bit different, we encourage you all to sit back, grab a drink, relax, and enjoy the show. Now I would like to introduce AIA Cleveland's Executive Director, Patty Lampert, to say a few words on behalf of the chapter.
Welcome to AIA Cleveland's Design Awards. We are so happy to be able to continue our tradition this year and celebrate the design community with you. We would like to thank our sponsors and everyone who submitted design projects to help make this a great event. We look forward to working with everyone again next year. We are very excited to announce our award winners, and we hope you enjoy the show.
As tradition goes, our AIA Cleveland Design Awards Committee likes to share the numbers from our event with our viewers. This year, our chapter received overwhelming support as we moved to a digital format for the Design Awards program. As you can see below, our turnout was near or better in almost every category on recent years. We had 51 photographs submitted for our architectural photography category, 72 project submissions, 78 event sponsors, and an overwhelming 10,425 People's Choice votes cast. Of course, today's event wouldn't be possible without the help of others. Since March of 2020, a small group of dedicated AIA members has been working on the virtual Design Awards program. I would like to take a brief moment to introduce and thank the members of the 2020 AIA Cleveland Design Awards program. Chairs: Bo Bach, Kate Santos, Aaron Hill, Adam Yerricks. Committee: Gwendolyn Frank, Melanie Lewis, David Monet, Nick Slaughterbeck, Christopher Toddy. Executive Director: Patty Lampert, AIA Cleveland President Jody Vanderweel, and a special thanks to Brandon Dorsey and VOCON. You cannot see Brandon, but Brandon is our production manager for this virtual program this evening, as well as Steve Kordowski. Thank you again for your efforts, and I now would like to welcome two of those committee members, Christopher Toddy and Kate Santos, to the podium.
Thank you, Adam. Hello, my name is Chris Toddy, immediate past president of AIA Cleveland. Our sponsors are essential in making this program and all of our events around the chapter possible. We are grateful for their contributions to our community. For this event, it is my delight to thank the following sponsors. We thank our producer sponsors, Corex, Cleveland Thermal, Eventscape, Gunton Pella, and Turner Construction. We thank our director sponsors, Duffy & Duffy, Cost Segregation, and Onyx Creative. Usually 500 of us are gathered in splendid attire and in a beautiful large ballroom to celebrate design excellence in person. With this pandemic, this year is unique as we bring this, our celebration, to your offices and living rooms via this online celebration. As we created this wonderful virtual event this year, the Design Awards Committee and the chapter board chose to take our event proceeds and your contributions and to steer them back into supporting our community. We chose 3 community organizations here to support with our local generosity. These 3 organizations are the Northeast Ohio Coalition for the Homeless, the Cleveland chapter of the National Organization of Minority Architects, and the Cleveland chapter of ACE Mentor Program. Your donations will be shared equally between these organizations. The first organization AIA Cleveland would like to recognize and support is NEOC, the Northeast Ohio Coalition for the Homeless. Ahead of each winter, NOOC raises funds to help the homeless find housing off the streets. We are heading into another winter, this time under COVID, and NEOC could use our help. Chris Nestrick, NEOC's executive director, shares a little bit about their organization in the following video.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I just want to take this opportunity to thank all of you for your support for the Northeast Ohio Coalition for the Homeless. My name is Chris Nestrick, and I'm the executive director here. Our work is geared towards ending the root causes of homelessness through loving our community, through outreach, advocacy, education, and organizing. You know, when COVID-19 hit our community in March of this year, we were left with a heart-wrenching decision to either decide to allow 50 of our community members and friends to sleep outside as our cold weather shelter closed down, or to figure out how to fundraise to support folks to stay in hotels, to be able to stay at home when the rest of us were obeying a stay-at-home order. We made that decision to put people into hotels, to keep them safe, to allow them a stable place to wear out the pandemic, and to ultimately work with them to get to permanent housing, knowing that our community would come together to support us in our work for the folks that live on the streets of Cleveland. So thank you so much. I hope you have a great night, and to all the award winners, congratulations. We know that, you know, wherever you are in whatever field is really important, but we also know that architecture plays an important role in ending homelessness in our world too. And we hope that we'll continue to put these efforts towards making sure everyone has a stable, safe place to call home. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Kate Santos, and I serve as the co-chair on the AIA Cleveland Design Awards Committee, along with the AIA Cleveland Programming Committee. The second organization AIA Cleveland would like to recognize and support is NOMA, the National Organization of Minority Architects, whose mission is to champion diversity within the design professions by promoting the excellence, community engagement, and professional development of its members. Mary Ann Stone, NOMA's 2020 Cleveland Chapter President, will now share a little bit about their organization.
Hello everyone, my name is Mary Ann Stone. I am the NOMA Cleveland Chapter President, and NOMA stands for National Organization of Minority Architects. I would like to thank the AIA Cleveland and the design community for their support of NOMA at this year's awards. The sponsorship will be utilized in our continued efforts of the development and the advancement of minorities within the profession, particularly our project pipeline, which is in conjunction with Tri-C. But in the past, we've also had events such as hip hop architecture. But we look forward to future events that will support our mission, which is community advocacy. Next year, Nationals will be celebrating their 50th anniversary, which will be held in Detroit, Michigan. Again, we would like to thank the AIA for their continuous support and participation. Thank you.
And last but not least, another organization AIA Cleveland would like to recognize and support at this year's Virtual Design Awards is the ACE Mentor Program of Cleveland. ACE is a free after-school program designed to attract high school students into pursuing careers in the A&E industry along with the construction industry. Glenn Shoemate, the Executive Director of ACE Mentor Program of Cleveland, will now tell us a little bit about their organization.
Hello, my name is Glenn Shoemate, and I'm the Executive Director for the ACE Mentor Program of Cleveland. For the past 13 years in Cleveland, we have supported a number of students to be exposed, excited, and engaged with architecture, construction, engineering pathways. Our program starts with an after-school program for high school students who traditionally spend twice a month from the school year working on a project-based learning activity. And usually it's a Cleveland-based project. After that, we have a culmination event where students present their solution to the RFP, and we have awards who are presented for those student presentations. In addition, we provide scholarships. In the past 11 years, ACE Mentor Cleveland has provided over $1 million in scholarships. And there's partners like AIA Cleveland who help to contribute both to the programming of students after school, but also greatly to the scholarship opportunity. As a pathway program, we're also trying to provide shadowing experiences, mentoring experiences, as well as industry internships, and ultimately having students join the professions. We hope to have a number of students in the near future who have chosen the architectural career pathway join the industry and become AIA members. Thank you very much for this opportunity, and go Cleveland.
AIA would like to thank these three organizations for continuously supporting our local community. In lieu of a ticket price to attend the awards today, we ask that you consider a contribution to these organizations, as there's still time to contribute. During or after this program, we invite you to follow the link below in the YouTube description and give a donation at any level to these organizations. Thank you again for your generosity and for supporting our local community. I would now like to welcome Christopher Toddy back to the podium.
Thank you, Kate. Next up, each year AIA Cleveland Restoration Society to produce the Celebration for Preservation Awards and Ceremony. In 2020, this was a virtual event held on Friday, July 10th. A number of AIA members, shown here, served on the jury to specifically honor local historic architecture in its recent restoration or renovation. Note that next year's event will be held in May. Note that the 2020 project nominations are due at the end of February. Watch AIA Cleveland chapter newsletter for more information. Here we take a moment to thank the Capitol, Pillar, and Cornice sponsors for supporting the 2020 Celebration for Preservation event shown here, including a number of local architectural firms and construction firms. And we celebrate the following restoration winners: the Kensington Lee Building, 16216 Whitney Road, Strongsville; Fenway Manor, Forest City Bank and Seymour Block; Gun Brewing Scott Drug Building; W.J. Morgan and Pollock Mausoleum; the Boston Mill Visitor Center; the Columbus Avenue Sandusky City Hall; and the Anthlon. For more information can be found online at AIA Cleveland, the Cleveland Restoration Society, and the recorded program on YouTube. And now, back to Adam.
People's Choice. This year, People's Choice voting included 72 total project submissions. Voting was completed online and was marketed through the chapter's social media accounts, newsletter, and website. After a voting period of roughly 1 month, voting ended last evening at 11:59 p.m. This race is not too close to call, and we are able to project a definitive winner. With 1,412 votes, or 13.5% of the total votes cast, the winner of the 2020 AIA Cleveland People's Choice Award is Vocon for their project Process Technology. Congratulations to Vocon. Moving to architectural photography. The architectural photography competition is now in its 3rd year, and the number of entries continues to grow. This competition was created to showcase the outstanding talents of our colleagues and friends who capture our built environment in creative ways. This year, we had a total of 52 photographs submitted. The jury chose to award an honorable mention, along with a 3rd place, runner-up, and grand prize. This year's jury chair was Matthew Carbone from Matthew Carbone Photography. Matthew is an accomplished photographer who often works with nationally recognized and Cleveland-based designers. Based in New York City, he travels to photograph architectural projects around the United States and the world. Passionate about the built environment, Matthew worked for the American Institute of Architects in Columbus and set up his own studio in 2008. Matthew works for corporate, editorial, advertising, and architectural clients. With his camera as his voice, he observes, processes, and interprets both the design and function of his projects. Beginning with a process of research, preparation, and collaboration, he has created a methodology that, while systematic, it is inherently designed to allow time for discovery. It is during this time that unique moments and unseen qualities often shine through. His work has been published in multiple architectural journals and national publications. In addition to Matthew, the jury includes Cleveland native Chris Jasinski from Union Studio and Ashley Marsh from Mass Design Group. I would now like to introduce Matthew so he can tell you more about his jury and their deliberation process.
My name is Matthew Carbone. I'm an architectural photographer, and I had the pleasure of being the AIA Cleveland Architectural Photography Competition jury chair. And well, one of the things that we did on the jury is we received around 50 submissions. They were quite various and diverse looks at the city and several of the prominent buildings in the area. And one of the things that we really looked for was strong architectural qualities, a sense of light and shadow, textural elements, how the photograph related to a cultural aspect or an ability to elicit a emotional response from the other members of the jury or myself. And we also really valued technical skill with the camera and appropriate processing for a final image. Joining me on the jury was Cleveland native Chris Jasinski, who probably many of you know and have worked with over the years in Cleveland, and Ashley Marsh, who is a supremely talented designer at Mass Design in Boston. With this sort of eclectic group of jury members, a Cleveland native, an outsider with a different perspective, and someone like myself who's spent some time in Cleveland, we really tried to focus on capturing several diverse elements of what was represented in the submissions, but also moments and how it relates to architecture. So we looked for design vignettes, preservation angles, and sort of a sense of urban renewal that's very prominent in Cleveland at this time.
Architectural photography honorable mention goes to Lands and Grooves by Eric Prose. The jury all agreed that the Oculus photograph is exciting and we desire to know more, to see more. An imperfect but exciting look at architecture, one that we felt should be recognized. This viewpoint hit the mark on curiosity, and the framing was interesting as well. The lines on the material used to create a nice visual pattern in the photo and guides your eye to the sky. Congratulations, Eric. Architectural photography, third place, goes to The Hound Never Sleeps by Dave Robar. The black and white photograph of the old Greyhound station exudes its place in time. The use of a longer lens to compress the scene helps in this regard, bringing the Art Deco form of the station. Reminding us of the long tail of the built form, the value of preservation to a city's urban fabric. This image made me feel like I was in the 60s or 70s taking the train out of town. The jury commented, being from Cleveland and knowing this historic Greyhound station, I appreciated that the image felt connected to a moment in time. I also was curious if this was shot on film or edited to look gritty. Overall, the image gave me a sense of what standing across the street from the station feels like, and for that, I appreciate the execution of the photograph. Congratulations, Dave. Architectural photography runner-up, Rive Gauche Ruin by Eric Prose. This photograph of the old red warehouse wall is a marvel of textural qualities, a wonder of tones that echoes with what once was, leaving the viewer to ponder what might again be one day. What stood out was the variety, layers, and colors of the brick. The rusted door frame and the angle of the ramp all contribute to a very interesting photo. It's simple, but yet makes me wonder what is behind the door, what was here before that has been demolished. Congratulations, Eric. Architectural photography, grand prize goes to Final Production by Eric Prose. Our first place photograph is an architectural detail of yellow handrail abutting a beautiful concrete wall. What the jury liked about this image is the qualities of both the light and the shadow, and found the angles of the light to provide a grounding element to the photograph. The first place image was one that stood out from the rest, as the color of the railing and lighting complemented each other so well. The alignment of the vertical and horizontal light rays were thought of when the photographer took this. Even though it's just a railing, it made me want to touch and feel the material, be in the space with the light coming in. I really appreciate how well shot this simple object was captured. Congratulations to Eric, and congratulations to all of the Architectural Photographer Award winners. If you know Eric Prose, which many of you do, I'm sure, it looks like celebration drinks are on his tab this evening. Congrats. Now I would like to welcome to the podium Nick Slaughterbeck and David Monet.
Hello, I'm Nick Slaughterbeck, Onyx Creative. At this time, we'd like to acknowledge our generous sponsors, starting with our valet sponsor, Algebra AEC. Next, our red carpet sponsors, Hayworth and RCF Group. Our platinum firm sponsors are AODK Architecture, APG Office Furnishings, Barber & Hoffman, Inc., Bowen, DLR Group, Westlake Reed Laskoski, Donnelly's, Gunton Corporation, Pella, Hassenstab Architects, HSB Architects and Engineers, Inspire Workplace Interiors, Perspectus Architecture, Rycon Construction Incorporated, Stantec, Turner, and Vocon. We would also like to thank our gold sponsors. And our silver drink sponsors. Our bronze sponsors. And our contributors. Once again, we would like to thank all of our sponsors for your valuable contributions. And now, the coronavirus pandemic, COVID-19, has had an unprecedented effect on our work and our lives, limiting our ability to interact with each other and the world around us. Tragically, it has also affected our ability to pay tribute to our loved ones who have passed. Tonight, while we're all gathered here digitally, in our homes, or in our firms, we would like to take a moment to recognize those that we have lost in our Cleveland community and chapter with a moment of silence. Please join me. Thank you very much. I'd like to welcome to the podium David Monet.
Thank you, Nick. From ARA study groups to its Cleveland Connect mentorship program, AIA Cleveland takes pride in supporting the next generations of architects who are working in achieving their architectural license. Please join us in congratulating those who have become architects in 2020. Kent State University College of Architecture and Environmental Design to provide a scholarship to one of their many exceptional students. This year's AIA Cleveland Scholarship was awarded to Riley Littlefield, AIAS. Our chapter continues to have the benefit of members that have been making an impact within the architecture community and beyond. These efforts have been noticed at the national, state, and local level over the past few years. This year, 5 members were recently honored at the AIA Ohio Awards. Jack Bylowski Jr., FAIA, with the AIA Ohio Gold Medal, William Ayers, AIA, and Jody Vanderwill, AIA, with AIA Ohio Public Service Awards. And finally, Haley Crouch, Associate AIA, and Adam Yerrick's AIA, with AIA Ohio Emerging Professional Honors. Please give them a round of applause. Now we would like to welcome to the stage Bo Bach and Aaron Hill.
Thank you, David and Nick. Good evening. I'm Bo Bach with Bylowski Cleveland, and I'm here to introduce and announce the first 4 categories and awards. There were a total of 6 categories in this year's Design Awards program: student projects, makers, unbuilt projects, small projects, interior architecture, and architecture. All 6 categories were juried by co-chairs Anne Marie Duval Decker, FAIA, Roy Decker, FAIA, from the renowned design firm Duval Decker, based in Jackson, Mississippi. Founded in a place defined by both palpable need and engaging culture, the firm is a leader in the region and nationally. Duval Decker is a diverse and expanded architectural practice dedicated to the creation of forms and environments that enrich the lives of those who encounter and inhabit them. Their work has received numerous state, regional, and national awards for design excellence, including being selected as a 2017 Emerging Voice by the Architectural League of New York and identified as a game changer by Metropolis magazine. The firm's work and approach has been featured in national publications, including Architect Magazine, Dwell, and the New York Times. Anne Marie and Roy selected 2 highly acclaimed architects to join them on the jury. Carol Ross Barney, FAIA, honorary ASLA, of the internationally recognized firm Ross Barney Architects, based in Chicago, and Adam Ruffin, AIA, a partner with architecture firm with offices in New York and Virginia. Please do yourself a favor, if you have not already done so, and familiarize yourself with the work of these outstanding architects. We'll now hear a few words from our jury chairs.
Hello, everyone in Cleveland. My name is Roy Decker. This is Ann Decker. We're from Duval Decker Architects in Jackson, Mississippi. First of all, I want to say on behalf of our firm and Ann and I that we were honored to be asked to chair your 2020 Design Excellence Awards program. It was a great body of work, and we had a great discussion about all the work. We'll tell you more about the jury in just a second. But first, I want to say a special hello from me to Northeast Ohio. I am a 1983 graduate of Kent State, worked in Cleveland, and very much still feel attached to the area, Northeast Ohio. Thank you, a special thank you really, for asking us and allowing me to participate in this jury. The jury was a really interesting and good discussion about all the work. There were 72 projects submitted in 6 different categories, and we identified 18 projects as award winners, and that number reflects really a high number, but it's really based on the high quality of work that you all shared with us and asked us to review. I'm going to pass the baton to Ann now and let her talk a little bit about the jury and the jury process.
Hi, I'm Anne Marie Duval Decker, partner and partner. Roy and I are both types of partners in Duval Decker Architects in Jackson, Mississippi. We have a varied practice here in this economy. It has to be institutional work, educational work, planning, and even some development consulting that we do here in Jackson. I just want to talk to you a little bit about the jury we assembled. Roy and me, co-chairs, and then we also had Adam Ruffin from architecture firm in New York City, as well as Carol Ross Barney with Ross Barney Architects in Chicago. I'm sure you're familiar with Carol's work as well. Both of these are accomplished design excellence architects. And it was a pleasure to spend time conversing with them over your work, which was passionate and also exhibit a really conscientious follow-through on all the projects. So I want to tell you a little bit about the process. We did a 2-part process. The first was a blind and sort of comprehensive review. All of us individually reviewed every single project and kept notes and did an initial scoring. And that allowed us to make a sort of long list of projects. And then we had an in-person jury, virtual jury these days, on October 22nd. And we had really great discussion of the work, both in how it is exhibited and the ideas in the work and the way the work felt and made us excited about what you're doing there in Ohio. And then after that discussion, that allowed us to come down to more of a short list and then really establish the awards that were given. And I know you guys will go into more of that in detail after this.
So in conclusion, we just want to say congratulations, both to all the entrants, all the hard work, all the exhibition of great design work and great thought, and to the award winners. And again, just say thank you on our behalf.
That's right. Congratulations. Wish we were there with you in person.
Absolutely. Congratulations.
Take care.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Anne Marie and Roy. The Student Awards, our first category, focuses on high-quality, innovative design responses to a project brief prepared by the student's studio professor. This year, the program was open to all students at Kent State CAED to submit their final school project from the past academic semester. We had 11 project submissions, with 4 being recognized with awards. Now for our first winner.
AIA Cleveland recognizes Alyssa Arbogast and Lauren Biltz of Kent State University with a Merit Award in the category of Student Work for their work on the Boston Modern Art Museum. Located directly on the Boston Harbor, the Boston Modern Art Museum offers an extraordinary experience for guests to the greater East Boston area. The form of the art museum was thought to be expressive and constructed in such a way that resembled an art piece in and of itself. By manipulating a series of curves to provide moments of internal overlap, it not only created a unique form, but also resulted in exceptional panoramic views of the harbor and adjoining park. The Boston Modern Art Museum is an artistic expression, a climatic response, and a remarkable location for visitors to be inspired by. Congratulations to Alyssa Arbogast and Lauren Biltz.
The jury's comments were, this project respects an existing structure while showing a passion for the transformational power of renovation. Congratulations, Alicia and Lauren. Our next winner is
AIA Cleveland recognizes Zachary Miller of Kent State University with a Merit Award in the category of Student Work for their work on the Tree of Life Synagogue renovation. As seen from the floor plans, the design uses the language of the site and the existing main chapel, but also introduces soft curves in various parts of the facade. The building is divided by floor and by cluster to allow the facility to form various experiential identities and to connect to the neighborhood. The form follows a functional layout to accommodate the community and all the functions and services that a synagogue provides. Again, the epicenter of the design is the memorial and the associated courtyard, which is publicly accessible but still hidden as to not disrupt the grain of the residential neighborhood surrounding the synagogue. As the Tree of Life complex houses 3 distinct but united congregations, 3 sanctuaries are proposed, 2 on the first floor and 1 on the second floor. According to Judaic tradition, the bima, ark, and other religious objects are able to be placed appropriately facing Jerusalem in upholding the rich Jewish traditions of discussion, debate, and socialization. The design promotes interaction by its recessed entryway and open lobby space. So too is the social hall, where many future ceremonies would take place. High ceilings with immaculate lighting create a scenic and fitting experience for any occasion. Congratulations to Zachary Miller.
The jury's comments were, this project respects an existing structure while showing a passion for transformational power of renovation. Congratulations, Zachary. Our next winner is
AIA Cleveland recognizes Christina Barra of Kent State University with an honor award in the category of student work for their work on pipe marrow. When given program for a biomass plant and a gym, the concept of how these programs should interact became very crucial. This included a facade that correlated with each other, as well as the masses, and how the programmatic features were aligned and placed. Transference became the known word for the project, where it is used symbolically and literally. Transference can appear through pipes, as well as in bone marrow, where it is only able to move when the muscle transfers energy to it. The masses also appear to be transferring weight back and forth between the pockets of space. Congratulations to Christina Barra.
The jury's comments were, this is an energetic exploration of processes and space to house them with a vibrant sectional study. Congratulations, Christina. Our next winner is
AIA Cleveland recognizes Caitlin Benecki of Kent State University with an honor award in the category of student work for their work on the work-play industry nature. Issues of sustainability manifest differently across various types of cities. Post-industrial and rapidly urbanizing cities both have concerns with balancing their increasing need for economic opportunity with environmental best practices and social equity. By challenging the traditional dichotomy of work versus play, industry versus nature, both projects seek to reimagine how we define sustainability through infrastructural change. The importance of self-sufficiency and entrepreneurship is emphasized through the introduction of an architectural language that can adapt to varying conditions. Both projects identify pressing issues in each city and aim to establish a platform for future growth and prosperity. Congratulations to Caitlin Bonecki.
The jury's comments were, "This is a serious study of the conditions of place and how we may inhabit it." Congratulations, Caitlin. Next, we'll be honoring the Makers Awards, which recognizes an instance in which the expression of architecture and the craft of making come together. We had 11 project submissions, with 2 being recognized with awards. Now for our first winner.
AIA Cleveland recognizes AODK with a Merit Award in the category of Makers for their work on The River in Lakewood, Ohio. The story of this reception desk is also the story of the firm that it sits in front of, Wellness Through Biophilic Design, specifically the story of the river. This river has an influence on every surface it touches. It has cut through the mountain containing iron ore, exposing raw pockets to be mined, and then forged into steel. It has filtered through the natural stone quarry, depositing minerals to create a composition of crystallized veining. But most importantly, this river runs over an extraordinary bed of stones, each stone placed thoughtfully on its bed by the river, each of them still and peaceful and reflective, just below the current. Congratulations to AODK.
The jury's comments were, "This is a thoughtful material observation transformed into a desk and placemaker with equal material presence." Congratulations to AODK. The next winner is
AIA Cleveland recognizes the College of Architecture and Environmental Design at Kent State University with an honor award in the category of Makers for their work on the Hyperbolo ICE in Harbin, China. Hyperbolo ICE was an 18-foot tall freestanding hyperbolic paraboloid ice shell constructed using flexible formwork made of polyester rope and muslin fabric. To celebrate the winter season, the form was computationally designed from a diagram of a hexagonal snowflake by raising 3 corner points at a 1-to-1 scale with the given 33-foot by 33-foot site dimensions, using Kiwi 3D, which is a plugin in Grasshopper, enabling isogeometric finite element analysis in Rhinoceros 3D. A mesh pattern, also inspired by the hexagonal snowflake, was projected to the hyperbolic paraboloid to create a net, fabricated with a polyester double-braided rope. Congratulations to the College of Architecture and Environmental Design at Kent State University.
The jury's comments were, "This is a beautiful project that shows a mastery of the material and processes to build." Congratulations, Kent State University, CAED. Next, we will be reviewing the unbuilt category, which recognizes projects for their excellence in research on design practice or theory, design competitions, and are projects not expected to be constructed. We had 6 project submissions, with 1 being recognized with an award. And our winner is
AIA Cleveland recognizes J. Kurtz Architects with an honor award in the category of Unbuilt for their work on Wonder in Wichita, Kansas. The Wonder School is an innovative new educational model in Wichita, Kansas. Providing a studio-based education, students are challenged to take ownership of their learning in practice by solving complex, real-world problems through critical thinking, creativity, collaboration, and innovation. The 45,000 square foot pavilion within a field provides a tailored backdrop for this unique pedagogy, providing spaces for social, exploratory, and student-driven learning. The architecture of the Wonder School embodies the seemingly infinite horizon of the prairie into which it is immersed and articulates a convergence of knowledge and curiosity. A horizontal datum casts a playful silhouette between land and sky. Congratulations to J. Kurtz Architects.
The jury's comments were, this is a cohesive, thoughtful, and developed project with a playful and exciting plan-making strategy, a graceful and quiet figure on the plains. Congratulations to J. Kurtz Architects. Our next category will be small projects, which awards excellence in small project design in all types of buildings less than 5,000 square feet. We had 7 project submissions, with 2 being recognized with awards. Now for our first winner.
AIA Cleveland recognizes Architecture Office with an honor award in the category of small projects for their work on the Box Spot in Cleveland, Ohio. Located in Cleveland's Kinsman neighborhood, the project is conceived as a retail incubator. It acts as an anchor in the community, providing programming for live events via a stage and built-in amphitheater-style seating. The project consists of 10 retrofitted shipping containers and creates a home to 7 retail spaces. The project is arranged in a 2-story U-shaped configuration, which contains and forms the public circulation and gathering spaces. The building's form is offset by soft landscape elements, dabbled throughout the walkways and anchored by a corner garden, further softening the industrial materials. Congratulations to Architecture Office.
The jury's comments were, this is a great project, fun, resourceful, and unique. The jury was unanimously taken with this project. This sculptural form is fetching from every view. Congratulations to Architecture Office. Our next award is in 2 categories, both in small projects and interior architecture.
AIA Cleveland recognizes VOCON with both an honorable mention in the category of small projects and an honor award in the category of interior architecture for their work on the process technology in Willoughby, Ohio. Process Technology is a global manufacturer of heaters, coils, exchangers, and controls. The project mission was to commit to their community with the reuse of an existing property comprised of outdated, additive, utilitarian structures. As a result, the architecture is unified and reflective of the progressive technological identity of this forward-thinking company, while sharing knowledge among staff and advancing innovative flexibility. Congratulations to VOCON.
The jury's comments were, "This is an inspiring reuse of the existing buildings." The jury was impressed with the interior, which seemed to gain maximum spatial impact with an economical approach. The jury wanted to honor process technology and VOCON again in the small projects category for its transformation of the exterior. We admire this project for working within tight budget constraints and transforming a common industrial park with this kind of vision. Congratulations to Process Technology VOCON. Now I would like to call to the podium Aaron Hill to introduce the awards for interior architecture and architecture.
Thanks, Bo, and good evening. On to our next category of interior architecture, which celebrates the most innovative spaces where we work and live. We had 14 project submissions, with 4 being recognized with awards. Now our first winner.
AIA Cleveland recognizes Bostwick Design Partnership with an honorable mention in the category of interior architecture for their work on the Porter Wright Morris and Arthur Pittsburgh office relocation. The design of Porter Wright's Pittsburgh office grew from the client's vision for a different kind of law office. They aspired to create an environment that broke from the traditional look and feel of a law firm for a workplace focused on collaboration and innovation. Such a design would help to attract the best attorneys, and because of this office's focus on immigration law, it was crucial that this new environment be reassuring to clients immersed in the already daunting immigration landscape. Congratulations to Bostwick Design Partnership.
The jury's comments were, "This is a well-organized plan that combines vistas, borrowed light, gathering spaces, and privacy to make a great workplace. Congratulations to Bostwick Design Partnership." On to our next project.
AIA Cleveland recognizes DLR Group, Westlake Reed Laskoski, with a Merit Award in the category of Interior Architecture for their work on the Pennsylvania Academy of the Fine Arts, John and Rashonda Roden Arts Center in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. The 18,000 square foot John and Rashonda Roden Arts Center, a new space for events, exhibition, and art collection storage, functions as an active hub that brings students, faculty, and community together to enjoy and engage with art in an intimate setting. As an outgrowth of a major multi-phased master plan and renovation developed by the designer for the Pennsylvania Academy of the Fine Arts, the project transforms a previously unused lower level of the historic 1910s-era Samuel M.V. Hamilton building into a modern, state-of-the-art space that includes an auditorium, an art gallery, a collections storage vault, and support spaces. Congratulations to DLR Group, Westlake Reed Laskoski.
The jury's comments were, "This is a resourceful design that expands the Fine Arts College into an adjacent office building. The galleries and performance hall are thoughtfully designed. Congratulations to DLR Group, Westlake Reed Laskoski." And on to our final winner in the interiors category.
AIA Cleveland recognizes VOCON with an honor award in the category of interior architecture for their work on geometry in Cleveland, Ohio. The design intent for WPP Cleveland, also known as geometry, is to incorporate aspects of Cleveland commerce and industry while maintaining geometry's global brand identity. The 4 parameters of the design are clean, sophisticated, eclectic, and industry. All these elements center around a main traffic thoroughfare which create elegant transitions of subtle grid lines, a sense of fluidity of local, raw materials with personalized accents of interacting textures, thus creating flexible spaces that can ebb and flow between employees and meetings. Stops along the way called ports invoke a sense of community, resulting in an overall space that provides an experiential journey. Congratulations to VOCON.
The jury's comments were, this is a mature and skillful interior design that exhibits cohesion using mid-scale figures to characterize the major spaces. It has a feel that holds together as a clean interior with warm touches. Congratulations to VOCON. Our next and final category is that of architecture, which celebrates the best contemporary architecture regardless of budget, size, style, or typology. We had 23 project submissions, with 5 being recognized with awards. On to our first winner.
AIA Cleveland recognizes DLR Group, Westlake Reed Laskowski, with an honorable mention in the category of architecture for their work on the Our Lady of Angels Church in Paradise Valley, Arizona. Our Lady of the Angels Church is designed in alignment with the core beliefs of the Franciscan Renewal Center. All are welcome, and in response to its immediate surroundings. The rough-cut stone outer walls of the church relate to the natural geology of the desert, while the upper volume is clad in honed travertine stone and relates to the heavens above. Inspired by St. Francis's teachings on our relationship to the environment, as stewards of God's creation and embracing a life of humility, the church is designed with environmental stewardship as a priority, meeting standards for LEED Silver certification. Congratulations to DLR Group, Westlake Reed Laskowski.
The jury comments were, we appreciated components of this project, such as the bell tower shape and scale, which create a figure that is generous and open. The entry porch continues the invitation of the tower and creates a welcoming threshold. Congratulations to DLR Group, Westlake Reed Laskowski. On to our next winning project.
AIA Cleveland recognizes Ronald Reed and Vince Laskowski with an honorable mention in the category of architecture for their work on 18523 Van Aken Boulevard in Shaker Heights, Ohio. The 3,500 square foot residence acknowledges the historical context of its setting in a nationally landmark suburb through scale and materials, but avoids literal translation by means of a more severe subtractive volumetric expression, minimalist detailing, and organization of fenestration. Planning concepts, both interior and exterior, are more urban than suburban in nature, organized in a linear sequence from public spaces at the street to private spaces at the back. Interior spaces are monochromatic and elegantly detailed to provide a gallery-like setting for the owner's collection of 20th century furniture and art. Congratulations to Ronald Reed and Vince Laskowski.
The jury's comments were, this did a marvelous job of negotiating scale, making a large house feel small and fit into its neighborhood. Space and form are made plural and offer many readings to this house. It adds to the richness and diversity of the neighborhood. Congratulations to Ron Reed and Vince Laskowski. And our next project.
AIA Cleveland recognizes CBLH Design with a Merit Award in the category of Architecture for their work on the Anthony J. Alexander Professional Development Center at the University of Akron. The University of Akron Anthony J. Alexander Professional Development Center is the new expanded home of the College of Business Administration. This new two-story, 15,000 square foot addition is uniquely positioned at the crossroads of the University and Business District of the city. A perfect location to prepare students for global business careers with dedicated spaces for internship support, business analytics, international development, and leadership. 280 donors from the business community contributed towards the funding of the new $5.45 million Professional Development Center. This tremendous support made possible the creation of a home to develop business leaders of tomorrow. Congratulations to CBLH Design.
The jury comments were, this is a carefully assembled project where the volumes, facades, and components all work well together. Congratulations to CBLH Design. And our next project winner.
AIA Cleveland recognizes DLR Group, Westlake Reed Laskowski, with an honor award in the category of architecture for their work on the Tampa Theater in Tampa, Florida. A catapult for the imagination since 1926, the atmospheric Tampa Theater is a passionately protected historic landmark and one of America's best preserved examples of grand movie palace architecture. The renovation prioritizes plans for a series of improvements that enhance comfort and accessibility, transforms unusable and outdated elements into revenue-generating enhancements, improves infrastructure, and provides a more authentic historical architectural experience. The design reflects the client's commitment to maintaining authenticity throughout the renovation by employing extensive historic research, interpreting forensic information, and studying literature on and letters from the original architect and his son. Congratulations to DLR Group Westlake Reed Laskowski.
The jury's comments were, this is a dedicated restoration and update to a magical theater. The architects clearly displayed a loving touch. Congratulations to DLR Group Westlake Reed Laskowski. And now our final award of the evening.
AIA Cleveland recognizes DLR Group Westlake Reed Laskowski with an honor award in the category of architecture for their work on the Murphy Arts District, Griffin Music Venue, and Amphitheater in El Dorado, Arizona. The first phase of the Murphy Arts District Master Plan transforms the historic Griffin Auto Building into a 300-seat cabaret restaurant and 2,000-seat music venue. The adaptive reuse, which restores original detail while using an industrial aesthetic for new elements, references former uses and preserves the city's unique identity while creating a regional draw and community anchor. The adjacent lot has been redeveloped into an amphitheater festival site for 7,000 patrons with a farmers market and park. The three venues allow for simultaneous performances for a large festival event or smaller individual shows. Congratulations to DLR Group Westlake Reed Laskowski.
The jury comments were, "We appreciated the program and the energy of the response. The design skillfully amplifies the character of existing buildings, changes their use, and transforms them into a versatile community asset. Congratulations to DLR Group, Westlake Reed Laskoski." And that concludes our project awards. If you have had a chance to view the gallery of project submissions online, I think you would agree that all the projects were strong and deserving of recognition. There was a high level of quality in all the work, which is evidenced by the high number of awards given by the jury. Congratulations to all who submitted projects this year for your craft and care in making buildings and spaces that elevate the human experience. With that, I will welcome AIA Cleveland President Jody Vanderweel to the podium.
Thank you, Aaron. Congratulations to all of our talented design award winners. Thanks to Adam and Aaron and our committee for everything that they've done to put this award ceremony together. Now tonight, I have the great privilege of introducing our honor award winners. We will first begin with the Activism Award. We have 2 individuals that will be recognized. The first honor award winner for the 2020 AIA Cleveland Activism Award is Malaz Eljimiabi. Malaz is the future of this profession. She brings a powerful next-level design thinking in how she investigates the world's injustices and inequities. As a national speaker, she effortlessly captivates audiences and genuinely inspires their hearts and minds. Congrats, Malaz. The second honor award winner for the 2020 AIA Cleveland Activism Award is Allison Lukaksi Love. Allison has raised the bar for what it means to execute art and architecture in the public realm. She is evidence that hard work, relentless advocacy, and empathetic design directly creates positive change through communities. Congratulations to both Malaz and Allison. Next, we have the Emerging Professional Award, for which we also have 2 winners tonight. The first honor award winner for the 2020 AIA Cleveland Emerging Professional Award is Crystal Knapik. Crystal is a rising architectural design talent. She leads with unparalleled optimism, humble confidence, and imagination, causing her teams, her projects, and her programs to soar. Congratulations, Crystal. The second honor award winner for the 2020 AIA Cleveland Emerging Professional Award is Utako Tanabe. Utako mesmerizes us as a design talent and a compassionate human being. She shines as the rare architect-engineer hybrid that upholds design integrity in her projects. Congratulations to both Utako and Crystal. 2020. First, I would like to take a moment to offer my gratitude for our incredible 2020 Board of Directors. This group of talented individuals was amazing to collaborate with this year. They offered endless support, optimism, and were eager to have the tough conversations to move the organization forward. We do have a few departures from our board this year. Big thanks to Jack Bauman, Lauren Fedor, August Fluker, Crystal Knapik, Wayne Mortensen, and Chris Toddy for his 10-year run on the board. Congratulations, and thank you for your service. Now, to the left, you see our strategic plan generated in 2018. This year, we elevated equity, diversity, and inclusivity. We are proud to have our most diverse board in the 130-year history of our chapter. As a result, We have felt more relevant as a board, and we have elevated pipeline and outreach initiatives so that we may ensure we have a more diverse profession. This unique year demanded a nimble leadership. Our communications and programming teams were quick to pivot, providing frequent digital communications and robust virtual programming. This year, we received more grants than any prior year, and for the first time, we used our privilege to speak up against racial injustice and inequity, and we led the state in doing so. In March, AIA Cleveland spearheaded Ohio Say It Loud, which is the largest exhibit of its kind featuring underrepresented architects and designers. We were fortunate to have Pascal Sablon in person to share her speech titled, "I Was Asked to Stand." We received grants from AIA Ohio, the AIA Ohio Foundation, and the Cleveland Foundation. In April and May, AIA Cleveland created a digital 42-page document called Home Architecture Camp. This was released in June for families to use throughout the summer months while resting in place. This document quickly spread across the country and even jumped the pond to Europe. Also, the women of AIA Cleveland designed an architecture patch program for the Girl Scouts of Northeast Ohio, a phenomenal opportunity to reach the 30,000 girls from this council. Special thanks to Robin Wolf for her leadership and to Nancy Nozick and Holly Grambort for their engaging presentations to the girls. Although this pilot program was virtual, we're looking forward to refining the curricula for 2021. Special thanks from me to the Volcon family, to Paul and Deb for their continued support, and for my friends that have jumped on the board to lead with me this year, including Brian Rubenstein, Crystal Knappich, and Dave Robar. Thanks to Brandon again for providing the technology for this event tonight. Special thanks to my dear friends Haley Crouch and Patty Lampert for your endless support this year. I very much appreciated your guidance. There was one standout for me this year that was incredibly supportive and hopeful. I would like to take the moment to award the 2020 AIA Cleveland Presidential Citation to Abby Baker, Associate AIA. This year, Abby was critical in providing nimble communications to our members. Her optimistic outlook and wisdom regularly encouraged me. Thank you for your leadership and your great passion for the profession. Congratulations, Abby. With that, I'm very excited to introduce you to our 2021 AIA Cleveland President, David Cron, Principal and Director of Design for Bioloski Cleveland. Thank you.
Thank you, Jody. I'm very excited to share with you our 2021 Board of Directors, which continues to grow more diverse each year. Please join me in welcoming back Robin Wolf and Michael Kristoff to the board, as well as our first-time board members, AJ Soiver, Allison Lucasy-Love, and Nora Hoja. We hope the board will further be energized by combining a few of the roles to gain greater support from some of our most active committees, including community outreach, young architects and associate members, and women in architecture. We will continue to focus on chapter camaraderie, being a liaison to Kent State University's architectural program and other professional organizations, but now with the full support of partnered committees and co-director roles. Looking forward to 2021, the theme we're adopting is to promote design excellence. Jody and I were very excited to launch the Committee on Design this year, based on the knowledge community from AIA National. And 7 themes put on the screen here sort of build on the momentum of that committee that we hope to build through the remainder of the year. Just to touch on those a little bit, we would really like to strengthen design advocacy in all aspects of our profession, engage the broader design community, Celebrate award-winning design year-round, not just at great events like today. Encourage the progression of design ideas through robust dialogue. Reflect on historic precedent by looking back to see how we should be looking forward. And to grow a design mentorship program that helps bring up those who will follow behind us. And last, post-COVID, we hope to visit inspiring architecture, to be engaged in a camaraderie-like setting for architects and designers to enjoy the great built work we have here in Northeast Ohio and beyond. And of course, the bottom line, we want to have fun, so that'll be the goal for next year. And now, please join me in offering a huge thank you to Jody Vanderwill. Most of you know Jody as an award-winning design director for VOCON and our 2020 AIA Cleveland president. But Jody is also the first mother to serve in this role, a national champion for women in architecture, a passionate fighter for equity, diversity, and inclusion in our profession, and much more. In short, Jody is an amazing role model for all of us to admire. Not to mention, she has led the chapter through an unprecedented year with COVID-19 and has helped us all truly embrace the future of practice this year. To show my thanks and admiration to Jody, I wanted to present this gift.
Oh my gosh.
It is a hand-beaded necklace in the style of the late Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
Oh my gosh, it's beautiful.
I couldn't think of a better real-life superhero that is also dressed in black, whose life journey better represented how Jody has persevered this year. To go with this gift, I've included a quote at the bottom from RBG that I couldn't help but feel more fitting for Jody. Fight for the things you care about, but do it in a way that will lead others to join you. Thank you, Jody.
Thank you so much.
That concludes our event this evening. Please consider donating to our benefactors from our 2020 Cleveland Design Awards today: the ACE Mentor Program, the Northeast Ohio Coalition for the Homeless, and NOMA Cleveland. Thank you, and we'll see you in 2021.